Hey guys, I'm back, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a movie review on Jurassic World Dominion. This is the third and final movie in the Jurassic World trilogy and the sixth Jurassic movie overall, and it is advertised as being like the end of the Jurassic era, like all Jurassic movies, but to be honest, I highly doubt that is the case. It was released this year in 2022. The film stars Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Sam Neill. In this movie, the characters from the Jurassic Park trilogy and the Jurassic World trilogy unite to save the planet from an ecological disaster that has the potential to wipe out both human and dinosaur populations. Also, sorry about the fact this review is a day late. I said in my Top Gun Maverick movie review I would be watching this on the Friday that it came out, but I couldn't do that, so I watched it yesterday on Saturday, and yeah, here's my review. It's not my fault that I couldn't see it on Friday, but yeah, I'm sorry. But anyway, without further ado, let's begin with this review. So let's start talking about the positives of Jurassic World Dominion. And obviously, one of the big, the big selling point for this movie is, the old cast from the Jurassic Park trilogy, returning to this franchise and meeting the characters from the Jurassic World trilogy. And yeah, it's very nice to see the old cast back. Unsurprisingly, Jeff Goldblum in particular, he was definitely a highlight of the first two Jurassic Park movies, and he's definitely a highlight of this film as well. He is very, very good whenever he is on screen, and it is just a ton of fun to see them all back. And I think it was definitely a good idea for this film. That's the finale to the Jurassic World trilogy. I think that was I think that was a good idea. We also have a new character in the film. Her name is Kayla Watts, and she's okay. She's a pretty good character. I will also say about this movie, I think, in my opinion, it has the best action scenes out of the Jurassic World movies. The specifically, like dinosaur sequences. There's obviously, better ones in the franchise, but like I think this does have the best dinosaur action scenes in the this Jurassic World franchise. And yeah, I think that they are very entertaining. Like the scene in the trailer, with Owen Grady on the the motorbike, and the chase through the streets with the dinosaurs and all that. That whole scene is pretty entertaining, and it is an entertaining film when it comes to the spectacle that you want from a film like this. Additionally, for the first time in the Jurassic World franchise, this movie has animatronics for some of the dinosaurs in the film, and they are very good. The effects for the dinosaurs in this film are good as always. They are quite great. Also, I never really felt the 2.5 hour length of this movie personally. I was never bored. I mean, you could definitely feel that it's longer than any of the previous movies in this franchise, but I wasn't bored personally. And overall, there is just quite a lot of entertainment value in this film, especially for fans of this of the Jurassic franchise. So yeah, this is it's an entertaining film, at times, and that's probably the best thing I'm going to say about it. So now let's start talking about the negatives, and yeah, in my opinion, this film is just a major disappointment. And I think the main reason for it is that its story doesn't work as a conclusion to this franchise, or this trilogy, as a coherent story, or just as a dinosaur movie. The movie is more focused on other things than dinosaurs. And that's really stupid, because this film should have the most dinosaur content in it out of any of the Jurassic movies, really, because this is the film where dinosaurs are now, living among humans. And one thing I was really looking forward to about this movie is that I was really hoping it was going to be the least focused on, genetical engineering out of the Jurassic World movies, because both Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, both had genetically engineered evil big scary dinosaurs as like villains in the films. In Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it felt just really pointless. I feel like it feels like they only did it just so they could have this big scary dinosaur villain at the end, have a finale centered around that. But here it's just, this is actually probably the most focused on it out of the whole, out of all the Jurassic World movies, and that is very disappointing to say the least. And this movie is just huge wasted potential, because I was really hoping it would have a story about the fact that dinosaurs are now living among humans, and it doesn't. It completely wastes its potential in that regard, and I really wish that was the main focus of the story, but it is not, and it is really, really disappointing. And as a finale, this film is just weak. like, you can see on the poster on the screen right now, the tagline on it. You might not be able to read it that clearly because it's not an HD poster image, but it says the epic conclusion of the Jurassic era. And, like, it's really not, and especially the whole Jurassic franchise, like the entire Jurassic era, it is a really not a very good conclusion at all. It's not completely devoid of anything that, you know, like makes it feel like a finale, but it doesn't, like, wrap things up very well. It's not very climactic. And yeah, it's just not a great finale, honestly. And along those same lines, this movie does not have any completion whatsoever for, like, any character arcs for any of these characters. Even the characters from the Jurassic Park trilogy, the legacy characters, they're not, like, developed really. There is something that they did with both Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler, which I've got to be honest, I really did not like what they did there. But there are no arcs in this film for any of these characters. Well, in all fairness, Maisie is more developed in this film, and she is more of a primary focus in this film, so there's that. That is kind of a positive of the film. But yeah, this movie, like, it barely focuses on dinosaurs, and as a result, this franchise has just lost its magic now. That was kind of clear a while ago, but, like, it's really this is really the final nail in the coffin, in my opinion. And, like, because the dinosaurs are, like, almost like they don't like really cameo, but, like, they somewhat kind of just cameo in this film compared to, you know, the previous films inside of this franchise, and, like, they're really not the focus of this movie whatsoever, and, like, they're not magical anymore like they were in the first Jurassic Park movie. They're not scary, they're not threatening anymore. You don't feel any sense of fear whenever you see them. And, like, you know, we've seen in the trailers there is a big bad, you know, bigger dinosaur, almost said monster then, you know, dinosaur in this film, which, you know, you've seen in the trailers. And, like, just the fact that they had to do that just really annoys me, because just having the dinosaurs on their own is no longer, it no longer works. One thing I disliked the most about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is that if it was just a movie, it basically just felt like a movie about people running away from things for just over 2 hours. And it was kind of just this mindless, dumb action movie with absolutely no substance whatsoever. That was kind of the case with Jurassic World, but that was entertaining. But Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom wasn't that entertaining because it just got annoying at how dumb things got. And this movie kind of feels like the franchise sort of accepting that fate and trying to make the most out of it, and not trying to, like, do anything different, which that is really, really frustrating. We've definitely come a long way since that first Jurassic Park movie, and I honestly don't know which is worse, this or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I honestly don't know right now. I will need some time to think about that, but this is definitely not, it's not a very good film at all. It's definitely not a good film. So overall, my final thoughts on Jurassic World Dominion, which, by the way, this is a film I've been looking forward to for quite a while now. It's entertaining enough, and it's watchable. It's definitely watchable, and it is pretty entertaining. It's nice to see the old cast back. But overall, like, in my opinion, this film is just a huge disappointment. And it fails to give a good conclusion to this series. Its story is all over the place, and overall, it's just not a good film, in my opinion. And I really hate to say this because, as I said, I've been looking forward to this for quite a while, and it just I really hate to say that I didn't like this film. But yeah, overall, I would give this film, I don't know, like a 5 out of 10. As I said, like I honestly don't know right now which is worse, like this or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I would give both those movies the same score. Like, I would probably give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a 5 out of 10 as well. But, like, yeah, I honestly don't know. I didn't like this movie very much, and it was very disappointing in my opinion. So thank you very much for watching my review of Jurassic World Dominion. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to, if you have seen this movie, feel free to let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. Yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.